Okay, greetings everyone, and welcome to the webinar, Taking PeopleSoft ERP to the Cloud, Finding the Right Provider, sponsored by Cardinal Point Solutions. My name is Bill Gibbard, and I'm the Managing Director at Cardinal Point. We're happy to add our expertise and experience to the ERP Cloud conversation, and for having you join us today. The webinar is scheduled for 1 hour. We intend to leave time at the end in order to address questions you might have, and we'll wrap early or on time. Cardinal Point, for those who aren't familiar with Cardinal Point, our mission is to partner with customers to maximize their Oracle ERP investment. An emerging arena for ERP is how to effectively leverage the cloud to drive additional business value. That's why we have a separate consulting practice at Cardinal Point dedicated to advising and guiding our customers to the cloud. We offer consulting services around the topics that you'll see covered today. All right, on to the agenda. It's our objective today to shed light on the emerging ERP cloud market and provide practical advice and guidance as you consider your options to the cloud. Our agenda for our webinar includes discussing some fundamentals of the cloud, highlighting certain items in its value proposition, discussing the process of selecting cloud software or selecting cloud provider, and key factors you want to consider when doing so. Lastly, we'll begin to cover deployment strategies for taking PeopleSoft to the cloud. We certainly encourage questions throughout the webinar today. We are using GoToWebinar, and as such, attendees are muted. So to ask us a question, use the control panel to submit your questions. We'll leave time at the end to cover as many as possible. We might not be able to address every question you have on the cloud, but we hope to highlight key conversations and key considerations to guide you down the right path. Speaking of path, we want to know where you are on the path to get to the cloud and where your organization is. So let's start with a poll. So we'll ask for some participation right now on the screen in answering the question so we can better know our audience and target the conversation for today. So where are you on the cloud journey? It's multiple choice. There's 4 questions. We'll probably just leave this open for like 5 or 10 seconds. So if you could answer, that would be great. And really the scope of the question here is your PeopleSoft ERP, or if you're not a PeopleSoft, I suppose you could answer for your human capital management and your financial supply chain management ERP. Where are you on the path to the cloud? We'll close here in just a few seconds. And let's close that. This time, I'd like to introduce Brett Bobeth, who will be delivering the presentation today. Brett has over 20 years of experience implementing PeopleSoft across various deployment models, including on-premise, hosted, and in the cloud. So I'll hand over to Brett and maybe start with, are you seeing the results come in on the poll that you anticipated?